Managing services. So what is services? So services is a one or more daemons. So what is daemons? Daemons run in the background of the operating system to perform various tasks. So always daemon end with the letter D. Like you have a program called SSH. So SSH daemon will end with SSHD. HTTP program end with HTTPD. So now you have a two computer A and computer B. Both has SSHD service enabled. Means daemons is loaded. When computer A trying to connect with computer B using SSH, computer B SSH service will listen for a connection. So socket in a Linux is used to listen connection from a client. After listening connection, when connection established, socket will be passed away connection to the daemons. So process is a one or more daemons. Daemons always end with a D letter like SSHD, HTTPD. Socket always listen for a connection by a client, and after establishment of connection it will pass away to the daemon. So in this video we will discuss how we can manage services. So before many years ago, in a Linux or Unix based operating system, it has a init process and it has a PID of 1. Now it is replaced with systemd process in a new Linux environment. Systemd is used to activate resources of the system, processes of the system, and daemons of the system during booting up process and on system running process on system running. So nowadays in every Linux environment systemd is replaced instead of init. So systemd has features of para virtualization. So what is para virtualization? So systemd will not start network service if network is not available. So systemd has also features to fast boot up the operating system. So in this video I will show you how you can start, stop, enable, disable, and you can check status of this service. So let's begin. So in systemd there is a different types of units available. You can check using systemctl-t. T means type, help. So if you want to list all the units of the operating system, it will show all loaded units of this operating system during booting up process. You can see .device, .mount. We are able to see all the units, scope, services. So if you want to list units, specific loaded units, you can use --type services. So you can see we are able to loaded and unloaded information. Now if you want to list only loaded unit, if you are using only --type is equal to service, it will list all the loaded and unloaded service unit information. But if you will use list -units, it will show information for only loaded active state of all loaded units. You can see we are able to see only active status. If you want to check for active or inactive both, you can see we are able to check active or inactive status of service unit using --all. So if you want to view the enabled or disabled setting for all units, so systemctl list unit files, you can see we can check enabled disabled status of. There is also static available. Static means it is managed by system services automatically. If you want to list only failed unit, so it will show failed services of service unit. Same you can check for other unit like path. So if you want to start any services or stop any services in a Linux, you can use systemctl stop. Status will show you status for service, like it is inactive. Let me start once. Now it is active. You can also check it is active. Yes. Now it is inactive because I stopped it. So if you want to check status for enable disable, enabled. So if you want to disable this service, it's disabled now. If you want to enable, use enable command. So if you want to reload any services, reload command will reinitialize all the settings and configurations of the service from configurations file. Sometimes we accidentally start some services in Linux and it affect on a real world environment, in a production environment, like we are using firewall, and a firewall is a very dangerous if you don't know how to use it. Like firewall block all the connections, firewall drop all the connections if there is a already some default rule. So you don't want to start firewall accidentally, so you can unmask it using mask command. So when you will trying to start SSL server, it will not start because it's masked. So use unmask and then use start. Now it's running. So hope you understood very well. Thank you for watching this video.